Hey, hello guys. It's about 1 a.m. Well, I just made a makeshift repair setup for a problem I'm having with an ML350 2008. It's a Mercedes. Now, the problem with the car is it doesn't crank. It's not starting, so it's a no start issue. And when I scanned it, I got a lot of CAN communication errors. Now, the point I'm making this video on the internet, on YouTube, you see a lot of no CAN issues, no communication issues, and it boils down to the CAN network being the culprit. But in this instance, it's not the CAN network that's the problem. The problem is from the PCM because the car cannot communicate with the PCM. So how did I arrive at this conclusion? I'm going to explain to you. First, what I did was to use the wiring diagram to find the source of power to the Kickstarter. Because when I crank from the engine, I noticed that the Kickstarter cranks, but it doesn't crank from the key. But when you try to diagnose to find out what the problem is, you get a lot of CAN communication related problem. Codes pointing to the TCM. The car cannot communicate with the TCM, cannot communicate with the gateway, cannot communicate with the PCM. And so with this diagram, it explains a lot. Let me open it so we see what we're talking about. All right. Now this is the diagram I pulled out. Let me zoom out of it. This is the diagram for the starting system and charging system of ML350 2008. I'm going to zoom to it to explain what is what and what power goes to what and where it gets its source of voltage from. First, let's go to the Kickstarter that powers. No, let's go to the Kickstarter itself. Okay, let me zoom in. Zoom in. So, that's the kick. So if you look at the pink wire, as a pink wire, this is what supplies the starting voltage. This is what energizes the Kickstarter to roll. But it's not getting any voltage from my checks. It's not getting any voltage. Now, where does this wire get its voltage from? Let's go further up. The diagram reveals that it's a relay. Now, let's analyze the relay and see where the relay gets its own power, ground, the voltage from. Now, follow the cursor as I explain. Pin 85 gets its voltage from the fuse. Is hot always, is always 12 volts, and it's protected by 15 amps fuse. Then you have another one. There's a relay next to this relay that supplies the voltage for the Kickstarter here. When you turn on the ignition, this energizes this, then it closes this gap. And then you have pin 86. Pin 86 gets its voltage from where? Let's go down and see. Let's go down. Um, just follow the brown black wire. Now you have two wires here. I will explain what these two wires mean. Now, just a minute. Okay. Now, let's take wire 2. Wire 2 is for a diesel engine. That's why you have a CDI, common diesel injector module, control module. Now, this is for a diesel. So if it's a diesel engine, the pin that supplies the voltage to the relay is pin 44. But for a petrol engine, that's the number one, is supplied by pin 30. Let's go down. Those are the CAN wires. I have CAN high, CAN low. But because the PCM cannot communicate, it's not sending any CAN signals, and so you would not have any communication. But the purpose of this, like I said earlier, is to explain that it's not all CAN communication problems that come from the CAN system. It's usually the first point of call. When you do your diagnosis properly, you'll be able to detect using a wiring diagram where your culprit is coming from. All right, let's look at this. So you see, this is your ME at your control unit. So pin 30 rather, supplies the 5.0 liter XL 5.0 is for the V8 engines, but this is a V6. This is a V6. So the source comes from pin 30 and goes straight to the relay that powers this pink wire. So you get the point now. So our problem is coming from the PCM. And now, fortunately, I fixed PCMs. So I'm going to show you how I detected the component responsible. And I also use this opportunity to explain the different sections of the PCM. So for those of you who would want to go into PCM repairs, it's not rocket science. It's simple. Just follow the principles and you'll be able to find your way around it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use FADO's 9F1. This tool is it's a wonderful tool. It does a lot. One, you can use this to supply voltage and ground to an electronic board. You can also use it to compare two boards as well. But in this my video, all I'm going to do is supply voltage to it, and let's find out what component is responsible for supplying voltage to the Kickstarter relay. Now, following the diagram on the screen, now this is the pinout diagram for ME9.7 PCM for ML350 rather. Now, if you look closely, you have, okay, let me zoom into it. Now, look at it. So what this means is the car gets voltage, direct voltage from the battery to pin 4. Follow the cursor. This is pin 4. If you count from here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what this means is there's a return signal voltage coming out from the PCM, and that's the supply voltage that goes to the Kickstarter relay. Please take note. You should know how to read your diagrams properly. You know where the voltage is going to and where it's coming from. Now here you can see clearly that the pin 4 is a direct voltage and you are having a return voltage coming up from the PCM. Now for this PCM, we're not getting that. Now if I zoom into it, just a minute. Okay, here, this is it. As you can see, now pin, I've connected my wires. Connected my wires. Is that pin? Okay, so I'm going to connect my FADOS. I have this two. Sorry, let me zoom in. I have these two wires coming out from the FADOS to supply my voltage. What I want to do is when I supply this voltage, I should be getting a return voltage on pin 5. On pin 5. This is on pin 3. Rather, I'll change it now. I'll put it on pin. Sorry, I'm using one of my hands to hold the camera and the other one to do the connection. So it's gonna be a bit bumpy. So 1, 2, 3. That's okay. That is it. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. It's in. Now what I'm saying is, this pin 4, I should be getting another voltage from pin 5 when I power this on. So I'm going to use my meter to do my reading. So it's set on DC. Okay, I'll put my black probe. My black probe is connected to the ground of the ECM. Okay, and then I'm going to use my red probe to read this so as to know what voltage I'm getting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to call up my father's software, power on, then I would increase the voltage to battery voltage. Okay, let me leave it at 13.5 to power the PCM. Okay, 13.5. 13.5. So to confirm that I'm actually supplying voltage, I'll go to the fourth pin 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is it. Pin 4. So look at the ammeter. So you see it's supplying what we're having here. Pin 4. Now on pin 5, I should have a return voltage coming out from it. On pin 5 is the next one. It's a bit blurred, sorry. Okay, hope you can see it now. So this pin 4, this is the direct battery voltage supplied to the PCM. So on this pin, on the next one, which is this, I should get voltage, but take a look and see. No voltage is coming out. So it's actually confirmed that the PCM is not working. Now I'm going to repeat the same process on this, and let's see if this is supplying voltage out from pin 5. So I'm going to take this and replicate it here, and I'll test to see. So if I'm able to get 5 voltage coming out, it means the component responsible, the faulty component here, can be extracted from this PCM, and then I would fix it here to fix this particular one. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, all right, so let me redo my connections. The ground of the black probe goes to the body. Okay, all right, there you go. And then pin 4, like we did, pin 4. Okay, pin 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is in, and then my ground goes where? Okay, my ground goes here. Okay, now as confirmation, let's see. Pin 4 should give us the direct voltage from the battery. Okay, let me fix this well. Pin 4. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. I'm using one hand to hold this. Okay. All right. Okay. Alright. Like I said, it's a makeshift. I just have to make this video to explain to you that it's not all CAN codes that has to do with the CAN system. Okay, What do we have here? Let me confirm this. Oh, okay. Then 2 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. So let me just get it in properly. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So let's confirm now. Okay, let's confirm. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, still not giving me what I want. Just a minute. Okay, let's see. Let me turn this off and on it again. Let me call it up. Okay. Okay, that is it. Let me turn it on. Let me turn it on, then I would increase the voltage to 13.5. Okay. So here, let me check my direct voltage coming out here. Okay. Just a minute. I guess I didn't put the spin properly. Need some zoom into it. Okay, just to confirm that the pin is properly inserted. Alright. There's the ground. Oh, my hand is not holding it well. Just a minute. Okay, let me check again and see. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm having a bit of a problem here. Okay. Oh, sorry. My ground was disconnected. No wonder I was having a wrong reading. See, you need to be sure your connections are okay. Alright, fine. Now, I just confirmed my supply voltage is okay. Can you see it? Yeah, just a little difference, but that's negligible. Now that's for pin 4. Now I want to check pin 5, the next one. That's what is responsible. So I just checked this one. It's giving me 13.46, which is this. This is supply voltage. Now this is the pin that supplies the Kickstarter relay. So let me see now. You see? Wow, you're getting voltage coming out. If you remember, the one from the car itself was giving us 0 volts, but this is giving us 13. So it means the component responsible for the supply voltage to the Kickstarter relay is working on this PCM. I hope you get my point. So I can extract the component from here and I'll fix it here. So how do I know which component is responsible? Well, okay, check my next video. Check my next video. You'll see how I was able to detect the component responsible for it. Well, let me just give you a tip. It's on the power side. This is the power side. Wherever you have an inductor and you have a big relay, big diode in some of the ECUs, that's where the power section is. That's just the tip I'm giving you. But which of these components is responsible for supplying the voltage out? Watch out for my next video. I'll explain that in detail. Cheers.